Well, I've been in Philip Morris for 31 years and find every new day as excited as the very beginning of my career, when I was obviously much younger, much junior. I mean, the whole transformation which Philip Morris goes through is so excited because you're discovering new things, you're learning new things, you're dealing with the consumers, which is always for me very exciting. You have a science, you have a technology, you have innovations, you have a new ways of working, you have a shifting culture of Philip Morris. I mean, all of these things, makes every day here very, very exciting. I wish everyone would have a career like me. No, no. I had my own dreams, if you like, whom I would like to be. Maybe a few years ago, I was dreaming to be CEO, but it's a natural thing. It is, look, everyone has its own motivation, etc. I always was thinking about having a job which, keeps me excited, keeps, satisfies my curiosity. There is a learning. When you're dealing with something which is very interesting, very exciting, the time flies very fast. If you're dealing with something which is very boring, unexciting, the same 10 minutes last like an hour. So I always was looking for something which is like a good movie. You think it was 20 minutes, but you were 2 hours in a cinema. That impossible is possible. Dream will not come through if you will not start talking about your dream or start acting in your dream. If a dream was that one day we can be a smoke-free company, for example, okay, in order for the dream to come through, we had to invest in a science, in a product, in a technology, and do a number of thousands of things, many of them right, in order to be where we are. But if somebody would have told me 20 or 30 years ago when I started in Philip Morris that, company can go smoke-free, I said, how? It's impossible, etc. So the dreams, I think everyone should have a dream, but we cannot blame anybody else that your dreams are not coming true because the dream has to start with you. I share my dream with my colleagues, so we're now jointly thinking how we can help this dream to come true, and so on and so on. Dreaming is the good thing. I think everyone believes in the purpose of the company, and especially if the purpose is aligned with, what the company stands for today. If you don't smoke, don't start. If you smoke, quit. If you can't quit, go to the better alternatives. So, it's not necessarily a company or corporate language. If you would talk to everyone on the private occasions, this is how people would have this conversation. It makes sense. So if the company objectives or vision is aligned with the individual thinking, what is the right thing to do, what is not the right thing to do, the job is much easier. So yes, 70,000 people, irregardless of the job, role, country, are very excited about what the company is doing. There's a lot of learning for all of them. It's a great developmental opportunities. People love. People might be skeptical when they join Philip Morris. Whom do they join? But very quickly, very, very quickly, they start loving the company. And, we have thousands and thousands of people who will stay with Philip Morris 15, 20, 30 years. And, people enjoy careers. I think there is still a lot of unresolved problems. So solution to every problem starts with again, saying that the problem exists. So very often we are not working on the problem, on the solution to the problem, because we don't want to acknowledge the fact that the problem exists for a variety of reasons. But you acknowledge the fact that there is the problem, okay, then comes the very natural questions. Okay, what is exactly the problem? What's wrong with that problem? How I can solve it? What solutions are available? Many solutions are not available today, but technology has the continuous fabulous progress. Things which were not available by technology 10 years ago are perfectly available today. We learned our lessons as well when we start with our electronic heat-not-burn devices. Where was the electronics, batteries, etc., to help us develop these products 10, 15 years ago, where this industry is today. So you know that there is a progress. The fact, again, that you talk about the problem accelerates the solution to the problem rather than a denial that the problem exists and no work streams are being activated. That this is a devil industry, I think they're fundamentally wrong. I think me and many people, well, all people in Philip Morris, many people outside Philip Morris, and most importantly, there's almost 30 million of smokers which we have helped already, a completely different opinion. So you can always label somebody as the devil or angel, but to be very frank, I mean, we need to look and judge people, organizations by what they do. I mean, we're selling more and more of the new alternatives. We're working on the products which are nothing to do with tobacco and nicotine. So, the label of a devil is not really helping in any conversations. It's not very constructive. I think we would have a much better outcomes if we have a conversations, what exactly you're doing today, what you have been doing 10 years ago, and how did you change, and so on. So I just ignore these comments because they're not really adding anything to the quality of conversation. My biggest dream right now is that the next 10 years of our transformations will be even more rewarding than the first 10 years. And I'm looking forward to this one. And we have a lot of exciting projects. When I can't share it, everything with the public for obvious reasons, but beyond the tobacco, beyond the nicotine, etc. So my dreams are coming true almost every week.